too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'm a running back. Ay. Same day, why I'm a running back. Friday, payday, running back. Ay. Running back, running back, running back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
What you need, tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. Someone tell the risk I was never at the end. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, you don't want to. You see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstay it, your thoughts are never everything you want till when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You run the Christ when I breath on the set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on.
The coach take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Buffalo Bills. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. What we got? What we got? What we got? Check nickel.
This is the third-round pick out of FAU, Devin Singletary. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Allen now looks to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, this Week 1 matchup pitting a couple Empire State rivals, no strangers to each other. They were both original members of the AFL, the American Football League, way back in 1960 to 1969. It's been a close series. Bills lead it all time, 62-55. And, of course, both of these franchises really feel like they have their quarterbacks of the future in Josh Allen and Sam Darnold. Allen. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Crowder now to return. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Play action now. Winston. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Winston now from the 50. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out there.
He's got a man, complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run on first down with Singletary. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. First down, and they're going to throw without him. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Allen going to throw again. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And it thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Jameis to throw it. And he comes back with one complete. And he goes out right around the 39. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. On 1st and 10, Winston. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, it's Winston. Caught here by Bell. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 34. Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready. Go back. 25 behind. You ain't doing nothing today.
Jameis now on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey, slide on the 50. Slide on the 50.
Jameis again.
Let's go, dude.
And this is Cook with a grab. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. They'll come out in the pistol. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. From 4 yards out. And the Jets will extend their lead. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast. But a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Allen. He's going to fire one. Deep left side. They've got his man. Complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 37 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
And a touchdown.
A huge play there on the screen pass. 73 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. A.J. Klein gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. To throw is Winston. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Singletary to get the drive started.
Oh.
And now look at him go. And he takes it all the way up to the 45-yard line. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 45 yards. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Beasley signed with the Bills in March just before his 30th birthday after 7 years with the Cowboys, hoping that he can be a very valuable slot receiver in Buffalo. Just under 700 yards last year and 3 touchdowns in Dallas. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Going deep for Diggs. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here. They could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he gets this up just shy of the 15. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. That's complete. It's Bell. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, Winston. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
56. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. From the 25 on second down, Allen. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Brian Poole. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Winston. He's got this one complete to Perriman. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On play action, Winston. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Winston. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 24-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. The kick by Marr is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
This is taken at his 4. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On second down, it's Bell. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Winston now. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
I lagged.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. On 2nd and 11 now. Winston, he's going to look deep for Perriman. That's caught inside the 20. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 45 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A quick throw out wide, caught by Crowder.
Oh, my God.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Going deep for Diggs. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a 1st down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3 and out. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Allen. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Again, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Winston. Goes underneath for Bell. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now it's a bootleg with Winston.
Oh, that's what we're doing now. Okay.
Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down now, it's Bell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Winston. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go. 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 28. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Bell. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Bell. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Another run.
Here's Bell. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they come up with after having time to talk it over. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Marr able to put this one through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board. The
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. On first down, Singletary. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen to the goal line, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
He's checking crack.
Now Allen. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Why, game?
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little...
One.
I'm playing the Packers right now, and he says he didn't cheat with the Mark Cooper thing, but his 4 teams did.
Oh, nah, that's a cap, because, like, he legit admitted. He said, oh, I didn't know we couldn't, I thought we could change anyone's abilities, because